Hello, Cancers. This is your forecast for April 2025. This is Night Sky Tarot. I encourage you to take a closer look at the imagery of the cards afterwards so that you can independently gather insights and messages for yourself. And let me remind you once again, this is a general forecast, not an absolute truth, and certainly not a personal prediction tailored specifically for you. It's a general recommendation, a hint, so take it as inspiration, an idea, and a suggestion. Your life is in your hands, and that is exactly what the tarot teaches us. Everything is in your control. How you choose to shape your path is entirely up to you. Let's begin by looking at the general energy of the month and how you step into April. Cancers. The Judgment card. Absolutely magnificent. My students recently studied this card, and their reactions ranged from fear to excitement. It's a truly fascinating card, and in this deck, it's depicted in an asymmetrical way, which I personally love. Judgment always signifies the conclusion of something or the arrival of long-awaited results. People often fear this card and the events associated with it because it reminds us that not everything is within our control. Many situations influenced by judgment are decided outside of our power. Finally, a matter is resolved. Finally, a document is issued. Finally, you receive an answer. Finally. So many things in life are beyond our control. We can do our part, but ultimately, the outcome is determined by someone or something else. This means that events may unfold in April that you've been waiting for, perhaps anxiously, even fearfully, a verdict, a resolution, a final decision. However, it's important to remember that judgment always ensures that things happen as they are meant to. There is no need to fear this card. Everything is falling into place, and in the end, you may even feel relieved that the situation has finally been resolved. This card also represents a moment of receiving what one deserves. Everything that enters your life during this period should be accepted as part of the greater plan. If unexpected opportunities, answers, or resources come your way, acknowledge them. There is a reason behind it. Judgment is deeply karmic. In addition to all of this, judgment may bring a sense of unease throughout the month. However, this restlessness won't necessarily have a clear reason. It could manifest as overthinking, emotional turmoil, or self-doubt. If this happens to you, support yourself through it. These feelings resemble the energy of an eclipse, intense and transformative. Instead of fearing or suppressing them, use them to your advantage. Seek guidance if needed. Talk to someone, a professional, close friends, or even your tarot cards. Dig deep. You may uncover something essential about yourself. Perhaps you will feel drawn to explore your life's purpose. Maybe you'll want to study your natal chart. Maybe you'll feel a pull toward a new philosophy or an esoteric practice. If so, go for it. April seems to be the perfect time for this kind of introspection and learning. Judgment also signifies a powerful release. It arrives to tell you, that's it. This chapter is over. This situation that has been dragging on, it's done. Goodbye. A new era begins now. So, there is a strong chance that something new will enter your life, and you will welcome it with open arms. Now, let's take a closer look at what awaits you. What comes first, and how will things unfold? Cancers, here are your key events for the first half of April, along with recommendations for this period. And now, the second half of April, key events and guidance for you. Look at these serious cards. Almost all of them are court cards, meaning strong personal energies are at play. For the first half of April, we have the Queen of Pentacles, with the Six of Pentacles as your recommended approach, very fitting. For the second half of April, the King of Wands appears, with a recommendation to ease up a bit, let go of tension, and shift into the Queen of Cups energy. Let's break it down step by step. Overall, these are major life events, big, impactful, and far-reaching decisions. And this makes sense, considering your card for the month is Judgment. Something serious, mature, and significant is happening, something even of historical importance for your personal journey. It's very likely that something will finally be determined, resolved, or granted. You might receive official confirmation, gain recognition, assert your rights, or fight for something, and finally, an answer will arrive. You'll get what you need. You'll travel somewhere. You'll be acknowledged. You'll be given something important. Both the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands, ruling the first and second halves of April, are figures that demand recognition. They insist on receiving what they have earned. They seek results. Financially, April looks strong, especially the first half. Your income may be particularly favorable. In terms of career and personal achievements, this is an excellent time. There is a high chance of growth and a deep sense of progress, of knowing that you are leveling up and that your value is increasing. In terms of business, there could be great expansion. The second half of the month is especially powerful for gaining influence, winning over an audience, capturing attention, and achieving popularity. Relationships also look promising, but here, it seems like you will be setting the pace. It will likely be important for you to take the lead, express what you want, and expect your partner to align with that, without fear of asserting that this is the right way. In the first half of April, the Queen of Pentacles governs the events. This card often signifies success in various endeavors, as she is someone who manages everything effortlessly. Everything seems to fall into place before her, and she has a clear understanding of how to navigate the world. She embodies maximum groundedness and has a strong connection with material matters, money, health, achieving goals, business, and social standing. This means that many practical issues could be easily resolved. The Queen of Pentacles also brings financial stability, settling debts, making purchases, selling property, and handling investments. This card is frequently linked to real estate, so matters related to housing may find resolution during this time. Family matters may also come to the forefront: traditions, passing down knowledge, visits to ancestral places, and interactions with relatives. These themes might surface during the first half of April. Your recommended approach is represented by the Six of Pentacles. This card advises you not to focus solely on yourself. Whatever results you are striving for, whatever successes you are achieving, it is essential to share. Accumulating wealth, knowledge, and resources just for yourself isn't enough. You are encouraged to distribute these things among those you love and cherish. If you gain knowledge, don't just keep it, pass it on. If you earn money, don't just hoard it, invest in others, help those around you. This is a time for generosity, for supporting family and loved ones, for enjoying meaningful moments together. The message of the Six of Pentacles is clear: having abundance is great, but it's even better when you share it. And when you do, even more abundance will flow your way. In the second half of April, the King of Wands takes center stage. The energy here becomes more intense, more ambitious, perhaps even slightly aggressive. Look at him, he is a conqueror. He wants to take over the world, expand his reach, and seize every opportunity. But the King of Wands pursues his goals with relentless determination. He pushes forward with force, sometimes even intimidating others into submission. His energy can feel overwhelming, as if he is aggressively taking what he believes is rightfully his. You may feel a strong urge to assert your authority, especially if you sense that others do not fully recognize your leadership. There could be a powerful drive to prove yourself, defend your position, and claim what is yours. During the second half of April, the King of Wands can help you set firm boundaries. If you have previously been passive, allowing others to take advantage of you, control you, or lead you wherever they wanted, this period will likely bring a strong desire to stand up for yourself. You may feel the need to assert your rights, prove your worth, and make it clear what works for you and what does not. However, your recommendation here is the Queen of Cups: not aggression, not pressure, not rigid demands. Instead, approach things with emotional intelligence, wisdom, insight, and psychological subtlety. There is no point in rebelling or forcing situations through sheer will. Being harsh or aggressive will not bring results in the second half of April. Instead, operate through gentleness, emotional depth, and the ability to win people over. If you have an important exam, negotiation, or discussion where you need to prove your worth, don't rely purely on facts, focus on the atmosphere, the energy, and the emotional connection. This approach will lead to much better outcomes. Now, let's look at your overall favorable strategy for April, an unfavorable approach, and a tarot amulet recommendation. Do not try to be a rocket this month, rushing to accomplish everything at once and being everywhere at the same time. The Chariot appears here, and interestingly, it is the card associated with your zodiac sign, Cancer. The imagery of the Chariot reflects the Cancerian nature, one side black, the other white, moving forward yet always capable of turning back, hesitant between yes and no. The moon sits on the charioteer's shoulders, one side sad, the other happy, mirroring Cancer's shifting moods. The Chariot's energy is intense, fast, and highly determined. However, this month, such an approach is not recommended. Instead of pushing forward forcefully, a more flexible and adaptive strategy is advised. If the wind shifts to the left, go left. If circumstances require you to adjust your plans, adapt with ease. This is not the time to set rigid goals and fight to achieve them at all costs. Unlike the Chariot's usual forward-charging nature, April calls for a softer, step-by-step approach. There is a high likelihood that unexpected events or shifts in your personal energy and mood will occur. You may find yourself unable to maintain a strict, highly productive schedule. Perhaps things won't unfold exactly as you envisioned, whether in relationships, work, or financial matters. Instead of resisting change, be open to alternative paths and new opportunities. The Knight of Cups encourages a lighter, more fluid approach, finding ways to achieve your goals with minimal stress and effort, step by step. Your tarot amulet for April is the Eight of Pentacles, reminding you of the importance of consistency and routine. Achieving success is not about making one big leap, it's about small, steady steps taken over time. If you don't reach your ultimate goal in April, at least you will make progress, which is far better than trying to force a giant leap and failing. Instead of getting frustrated when things don't work immediately, take a patient, methodical approach. One step at a time, one effort after another, and you will see results. Rushing will only lead to burnout and disappointment. Gradual, steady work will bring lasting success. Wishing you a gentle, mindful April. Be kind to yourself, embrace the changes coming into your life, and trust that, step by step, you will achieve your goals. See you in the next readings. Thank you for watching, and take care.